I have an exciting, fun topic to talk about today, and I'm quite experienced in it as well, which means more stories for you guys. Give or take 4 years, I've been in the system, and it has caused nothing but more self doubt and anxiety. Today, we will be diving into the controversial world of arranged marriage. For those of you who found someone via the system of arrangement, I am extremely happy for you that it has worked out and it has not caused you quarter life midlife crisis already, and that you found your person, you're extremely happy and you see a future and all of that. That's great. I'm happy. I'm extremely happy. I'm your biggest supporter. What's up, you beautiful people? This is Aditi, and you're listening to Kai Pan Aditi, where we talk about anything and everything, past, present, and future, and overthink it all. Yes, we do. New episodes come out every Sunday at 11 a.m. Unless I have more to say, then Wednesday or Thursday ko डालूंगी बीच में. So, the best place to know about all of the update, it will be on my Instagram. It's at Aditi he or Aditi hi. You all can easily search me on Instagram. Today, I wanted to talk about arranged marriage. What is it? My experience with it. Why do people do it? Where am I in the process of it all? And more such fun stuff. Yeah. Let's begin today's episode. Here's how arranged marriage is defined by the internet. A marriage planned and agreed by the families of the couple rather than the couples themselves. So basically, your parents set you up, and that's that. That's arranged marriage. Now, here's how I define arranged marriage. Remember, I do have a working experience of 4 painful years being in the system. Arranged marriage is where everyone else's opinion matter more than yours, where you are told to settle for less and compromise, or else you won't find anybody because सब अच्छे लड़के निकल चुके हैं, चाय छन चुकी है, और वो जो आखिरी का बचा हुआ है. There was an incredible meme about this anyways. Your biological clock is ticking, aka the fertility factor, and the older you get, the fewer options you will have. मतलब सब संस्कारी लड़के लड़कियां चले गए, अभी जो बचे कुचे हैं उसी में आपको सेटल और कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करना पड़ेगा. और जो आपको डिवोर्सी ही मिलेंगे, अब बच्चे वाले ही मिलेंगे सब, और कोई मिलेगा ही नहीं अच्छा आपको. Yes, that's pretty much it. जहाँ पे where ladies have to raise babies into men because their parents were not able to do it for them. When parents like you or not holds more weightage than whether you like each other or not. Because a woman is judged on whether she will be able to run the house, conceive a baby, raise a man child while taking care of both sets of parents and working full time. इतना ज़्यादा demand है, okay. Where you are judged on whether you are vegetarian or not, smoker or not, drinker or not. जबकि in fact their son have been doing all of it all along and their parents are not even aware about it. बोलो बताओ, इतना प्रेशर है लड़कियों पे, अब मैं क्या बोलूँ. I understand that not everyone, but मैं जितनों से मिली हूँ ये सब valid रहा है so far. Yes. I think the concept of arranged marriage took to the next level when the show The Indian Matchmaking featuring Seema Taparia blew up online on Netflix just overnight. People hate watched the show to the point where it was nominated for an Emmy. ये तो हद ही हो गई. Now the question is, how does y'all are like, how does this setup in reality take place? Like, we understand how it has taken place in the TV show, but how does it happen in reality? So I'll talk about my personal experience, and if there's anything else, I don't know. I personally don't know. So for me, 3 routes were considered. Number 1, joining a marriage bureau. This was a very obvious one. This is a classic one. At one point, everyone in the system has considered this option of joining the marriage bureau. So when you think about marriage bureau, you think about a brick and mortar store. Like, you walk in, you tell them that, hey, this is my biodata, this and that, and this is my requirement on all of that. And then there's second option under this, that there are a lot of virtual groups, like there are a lot of WhatsApp groups, they charge you a nominal fee anywhere between 2000 and 10,000 rupees annually, and they post your bio data on the group. So Saturdays were for women. This was what was considered for me for quite some time, a WhatsApp group. And these WhatsApp groups are they call themselves as marriage bureau only. It's just they are virtual and they don't have a brick and mortar store. That's that. On Saturdays, only women's biodatas were put, and on Sundays, only boys' biodata were put, depending upon who likes who and where you're based. And, calls are made according to that. Phone numbers are exchanged and the conversation happens. Yeah. The second option was out of the three routes, the second route was publishing in a community magazine. So now every month we get this community magazine, who did what, events, people print their children's achievement, that so and so have gotten so and so marks and percentage in exam. And then there is this tiny 5 or 6 page at the end of the magazine dedicated to people who are looking to get married. Yeah, basically where the bio data are printed along with the phone numbers, and then again the numbers are called and made, information nikali jati hai ki whether they are still available, single, blah blah blah, if they are willing to talk. Yeah, so this all happens between and amongst the parents, and the parents exchange the photos and biodata, and then if I say yes, then the call is made. Yeah. And the third route considered for me was word of mouth, aka my nanny's network. So my grandma's network is huge because she's a very social person, and so everybody knows her, and she's made a few calls in the past to know about somebody, whether this person is living here or not, how is he, what is his nature like, etc., like just vetting and getting the background check done. The other time, all of the known cousins in your network reach out to everyone in their circle and get the word out and rolling. In my case, I barely have any cousin, so this just did not work out for me. Yeah, pretty much. So marriage, personally for me, is a lot of responsibilities and a lot of change. I don't do well with change. My change, मेरा ऐसे बोला है, why change something that isn't broken, especially when marriage has sort of become a choice and not a need or necessity of the hour. I think eventually everyone needs to understand some people are just not meant for marriage, and some people seek marriage because that's what they want. So now if you're wondering if I'm against this whole process, why am I doing it even in the first place? Pehle to I'm not against this process, but why did I even sign up in the first place? Why do people do it? Honestly, मुझे ऐसा लगता है it was just another decision that was made for me. I did not have an option or a choice. And how does that, work out? Like, well, I come from a South Asian household, period. I don't even have to explain anything beyond that. Yeah. What I have realized is after getting rejected so many painful number of times, I think my parents now understand the process better, the guys better, the families, the mindset better. Hopefully, I can only hope for it. And just maybe they might also understand that I don't want to settle for less, and nobody wants to settle for less. I recently learned this. It's better to be lonely alone than be lonely with somebody else. That's the worst kind of loneliness. Nothing turns me on these days. No amount of magic mic, sexy dances, pornography, lust. Everything seems temporary to me. Everything seems like Mohamaya. I'm so done with it all. What I do want to focus on and do more of is create podcast, travel solo, and read more books. That's like my top 3 priority. And if I could even have more guests on the show or get my podcast acquired by somebody, that would be brilliant. I want people to be on my show. I want to bring more value, and that's the only thing I'm working. That gets me excited. That gets me rolling. That's that. So Now, where am I currently in the process? What's the update of the tea? Tea, spill the tea, spill the beans. The last guy I talked with, let's call him Mr. J, found him on the Shadi app. Of course, my mum uses the app. I don't have it. That's that. My mum recommended reaching out, and for the very first time ever in the history of ever, I felt not good enough for somebody. Like, he was extremely nice, consistent to the point where I got irritated. And when that happened, I told him, please give me some space. I'll let you know if I want to pursue further, which means end of conversation. I'll reach out to you when I'm ready to talk. And honestly, for a very hot minute, I did consider him. But what he kept doing? He kept on pushing my buttons. He kept on pushing me. I was standing already at the edge of it. And I told him bye then, because he kept on pushing me. And I hate pushers. I fucking hate them. I hate it when people push me into doing things. It got to come out organically, naturally, वरना ना नहीं होता है मेरे से. Honestly नहीं होता है, और वो sustain भी नहीं होता है in the long run. It's the same with yoga for me. मुझे अच्छा लगता है, इसीलिए मैं करती हूँ. कोई मेरे को कितना ही बोले तेरे को वजन कम करना है, तू वर्कआउट कर. It won't happen that way. It needs to come out of my own heart. So, if you push me too much, be this aggressive, I know I will never be treated like this ever again by anyone. I don't wish to be ever treated, and ये कोई तरीका नहीं हुआ. So when I said bye to him, he said, hey, we can at least be friends, you guys. I was so fucking annoyed. I was seeing red everywhere. I told him, look, I've got friends, bye. I told him this. Please, PSA hai ye basically. You guys, if you are sure you do not want to go ahead, do not drag out the conversation by saying, yeah, we can be friends, because that will give them hope that maybe something can happen, when in reality you just feel pity and you say, yes, okay, sure, we can be friends. I've never been that person, and I won't change my attitude or my behavior towards it. Why drag false hope? क्यों देना है लोगों को? क्यों आपको false hope देना है किसी को जब आप sure हो? ऐसा टाइम पास नहीं करते हैं, इतना टाइम पास नहीं करते हैं. आप क्यों ऐसा झूठा दिलासा दे रहे हो? This is my point. Yeah, because I know when I shared this with my friend, she was like, yeah, she told me I've come across a few like this, and I've told them, yeah, we can be friends, and that's that. I was like, ऐसा इतना झूठा दिलासा नहीं देते. I'm sorry, I can't do this. I think I've been actively, protecting myself from this big bad world for so long that it is very hard for me to be open to receiving love and trusting people, especially men. I have been consistently let down by men in my life, and women have always been safe haven for me since day one. Yes, I mean, we can be mean and bitchy at times, but never have I ever felt unsafe with a woman before. Never. Honestly, it takes a lot of energy to be consistent, to start from hi, how are you, to show up every single day. And if it does not work out, you have to start all over again with somebody else, and then another person. It takes a lot of guts to do that. Keep doing that. Now, if you're like, why don't you try the dating app, Aditi? What I have concluded with this app is dating apps are scam. I'm making an entire episode just on this, so wait for it. And I've been on Bumble for 2 years approximately, and the percentage of emotionally unavailable men on the app is fucking unreal. Like, I wanna kill myself. Itna ganda emotionally unavailable people hai. I have stopped looking honestly. I'm so emotionally content at this moment in time that I question the need for a partner. I'm so used to being single, emotionally independent, and self sufficient. It will truly take someone really extraordinary to convince me that they need me in their life, period. Yeah. That's it for today, you guys. I'm Aditi, and you're listening to Kai Pan Aditi. I will see you in my next episode. Until then, bye.